Are we live? Are we live? We're live. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hi, guys. Can you hear me all right? Can you see me all right? Is everybody there? Hi, Gillian. Is everybody here? You can hear me okay, yeah? Excellent. You can hear me. Are you all okay? Hello, Labs. Hello, Gillian. Sue, Sharon, everybody in chat. How are you doing? Carolina, Vicky. Oh, that sounds good. Excellent. Hi, Sandra. Vicky. There's loads of Vickies. Hey, Elisa, darling. Susan, it's good to be back. Jane, hello. Hello, Jill. Jackie, Carolina. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Wonky Wen. Everything's all right here. Everything's good. You're up by Dornock. Hey, Eliza. Hey, Sari Gorge. We're up by Dornock. I am looking out over the North Sea right at this moment in time. And yeah, it's been good. It's been so good. Hi, Jess. Hi, Vicky. I'm glad you think I sound good. I'm really relaxed. I am so relaxed. Hi, Sharon Gorge. It's very nice. Beautiful North Sea. Beautiful. Mad seagulls. You know, it's all been good, man. But I noticed that there are still things happening in the world that we need to discuss. It's been boring even without all the cray. Yeah, Mr. Northy's in the background. Those yeah, I feel so much better. I slept for about 2 days, you know. I got up here and I was just like, I'm going to go to sleep, and I just slept. It was just slept for like a long time, like, you know. Anyway, we are up here, and just like predicted, bloomin' Fergie's in a massive scandal again. Everybody's just all over the place. So we've got what's the socks in a massive Fergie in a scandal. We've got loads of puff pieces coming out about William and Catherine, which even Richard Eden said, what is going on with this? This is rubbish. They're clearly going for them. And then, of course, we've got Markle. Hello, Silver. Hey, Super Nana. So yeah, that's where we're at. There's so much, and I've come on an hour earlier just because I can. But what would you like me to start with, guys? Should we start off just asking, is Harry happy? Hiya, Kelly, darling. What do you want to start with? Hiya, Steph. He says he's happy. Harry says he's happy. I know. Let's have a look and see what he's like. Let's see. Have a look into the energy of Harry. Ugh. Hiya, Noma. Clearly, no. I know. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on, though. I'm being nosy. Okay, Judgment is in reverse. So he's feeling harshly judged, or he's got this thing where he judges others and doesn't hold himself to that own standard, which is quite a common thing, I think, with humans. But he definitely is feeling like, you know, he is harshly judged. Crossing over him is the rich, wealthy family. Oh. This man is not happy, obviously. He is obsessing about his family and his status again. I think he wants the protection and the money and all of that kind of stuff rather than whatever's going on. So there's something flipped in him. Above, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. The Five of Swords in reverse. He is gonna, there's, you know, we love the Five of Swords, but there are some details. Again, they have overlooked. I think they've completely overplayed their hand, guys. Like, they have tried and tried and tried and tried and tried to get, like, the people, like the public on their side. And in doing that, they've given so many different conflicting stories that no one's going to believe them anyway. So yeah, he's overplayed his hand. The Five of Wands is what's underneath the situation. There is some conflict there. There is conflict around him at the minute. There's conflict in his private life. So this is what's underneath, because like listen, the camera's all round the wrong way and everything, and I'm confused. But there is conflict in his private life, because that's my top. That's my bottom, if you get me. Yeah, there's conflict in his private life.
You might somehow manage to reverse the camera.
Yeah, I don't know what I've done.
Turn the camera.
I can't. Because it wouldn't let us. Doesn't matter. Let me just.
No, I mean physically turn.
I know, but it can't because of all the wires and stuff, and it was complicated.
Okay.
Okay.
Just try and be helpful.
I know. I mean, I could. And let me talk. This.
Yes.
Sorry, I got distracted back into the. The Page of Cups is in reverse there. The Page of Cups being in reverse, this is all about Harry and Meghan's obsession with the Wales family. They wish them no goodwill, put it that way. It's really bad. The Hierophant in reverse, okay. The Star in reverse. There's the Five of Swords. Again. Oh, right, okay. There's more stuff going to come out about his charities, guys. One of the things he's panicking about is there's something about a charity, and he is already worried about it, but because there's details and paperwork and things like that that are going to come out from it. So I don't know what he's done, but there's something else with a charity, okay? There's something else with business, there's something else with money, and more details and more dodgy contracts. If he stopped obsessing about how much he hates and is obsessed with his brother, he might have found some inner happiness. There's conflict there, though. There's conflict underneath. There's conflict in his personal life. And I feel like somebody might be having some diva moments to unsettle him. We have the Star in reverse there, which could be an Aquarius that he's not happy with, or potentially he thinks he's healing and he's not. And he's just coming across as cold and weird and maybe a bit manipulative. The Ten of Cups is surrounding him in reverse as well. There's an unhappy family. Well, there's two. The family's mentioned twice in here. What's directly surrounding him is his closest family to him, which will be Doris and Megsy. And the Cabbage Patch dolls. So like that's the correct, yeah. So there's an unhappiness there because that's what's directly surrounding him. That's what's crossing over him. I think Harry. And there's the Five of Swords. There's going to be more stuff coming out about him. Let me have a look because there's going to be a lot more with the charity and they're going to look more like they're takers than anything else. I think I'm getting relationship problems. I'm getting like he's just all of a sudden like had the smelling salts and they're actually like he might even be trying to stand up for himself a bit. Let's have a look and see where he is at with Megxie. Let's have a look. Six of Cups in reverse. Oh, he's remembering things differently to Megan. Eight of Wands coming up. Oh, they are fighting. Ace of Swords in reverse. Oh, they're not getting on. Queen of Swords underneath. That is an air sign woman. I hope he's not going to do another bloody interview with Oprah. Because that could be that. Because that's Aquarius to there. But there's something here. Now, the new communications woman is really kind of... So he's quite on board with what she's saying. But there is sticking points in their relationship. Massive sticking points. We've got the Five of Wands crossing order. It seems to be recollections may vary of what happened between both Harry and Megxie. They can't agree what happened in the course of their history. There's been revisionist history when it comes to Megxie and Harry. Oh, I've got two cards. Okay, so we've got the Magician in reverse and we've got the Ten of Swords in. So one of them has betrayed the other one. Harry feels betrayed by her for some reason. Seven of Swords in. He's feeling very sorry for himself. He is feeling so sorry for himself, man. That Seven of Swords in reverse. There's no self-sacrifice there. There's no self-awareness. There's no like turning things off, you know? No self-regulation. The Hermit in reverse is he's stupid. He hasn't learnt everything. I think they are absolutely playing him. There is the threat of separating that is around them. I feel like he gets that a lot, but they're having a rough time at the minute, you know? One of the things he's very concerned about is involving his mother. And then we have got the Hanged Man in reverse there, which again, with the Hermit in reverse there, they don't self-sacrifice. The Seven of Swords as well in reverse. They don't self-sacrifice. They don't learn. They take things that potentially aren't theirs. So yeah, let's have a look and see how Megan... I will catch up with chat in a bit. I am just going to see how Megxie is getting on in all of this. Hello, everyone who's joining the chat now. I hope you're all good. Let's have a look at Megan, the relationship from Megan's perspective. Oh, Lordy. It's not good from his. He's confused, depressed. There's a lot of no going on. A lot of no. Like it's more... It brings more hardship than it brings more happiness, you know? Let's have a look at Megxie in this. Oh, the Ace of Pentacles. Are we going to get a moon bump? I hope we're not going to get another moon bump arc. I can't be doing with another moon bump arc. Okay, so Megxie's either inflating something right now with a little pump, and then, or she's going to be like, I've got this new business deal. It involves selling like crap, basically. Crap from Temu in a beige box. It's going to be great, guys. So there's the start of that. There's the Ace of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles there is in reverse. She thinks she's learned everything she's needed to learn from her past failures. Okay, so are we going to get like QVC Christmas Megsy or something? But there's something coming. I know that she's doing that Netflix thing over Christmas.
Excuse me.
But that Seven of Pentacles in reverse is King of Wands. She gives not one a flying damn about Harry. She's focused on this. She is a Queen of Wands, so she's a Leo, so she's all more me in a kind of way, because she always comes out of Queen of Wands in reverse. She's quite dramatic, histrionic, bad-tempered, my way or the highway kind of energy. The King of Wands is above, so this could be a fire sign man, but it also could be a potential new lover, a potential new somebody who is more in the creative arts. Now, let me just say, I mean, she's living in California, which has probably got like more creative people per capita or something. It's probably like, it's like, you know, Hollywood, Hollyweird, all of that kind of stuff. But like that King of Wands, that could be potentially, to be fair, probably a fire sign man, but there's like somebody quite creative around there that she's going to do something with, or is doing something with. The Queen of Cups underneath there, that Queen of Cups there, it's looking like very, you know, it's the Lovers in reverse. Oh, she's done with him. We are going to be hearing more and more stuff in the media. We've got the Page of Swords coming in there. We are going to be getting so much more of what Megsy wants us to, like you thought it was bad before, but she's not even bothering now, right, to save or try and control him. I feel like she's just like, I'm going to do whatever I want with the invisible children. Recollections may vary how many there are and how they got here. She's going to like do that, and then she's not going to, you know, yeah, she's too busy thinking she wants to be an accomplished person. She wants it all together. Now, she sees Catherine with the, sorry, you can't see that, with that Nine of Pentacles there. This is what's on her mind. She wants to be like Catherine. She completely does. But if you look at this card, she sees that person very much as a standalone person. She isn't factoring Harry into the rest of her life. Like, she never has, but now I feel like she's always had the pretense of doing that. And I'm going to say a lot of people could see through that pretense, but I feel like now we're going to see more and more of her just kind of just drop that. Just drop it. Just let the mask go. Just like, you know, she wants her Taj Mahal photo. You know what I mean? It's going to get like that. There were 3 of us in this marriage, me, Harry, and Nacho, or something. So there's going to be like other things, but I do think she would be the one. She would be the one who's playing away here, because she ain't bothered. His Splitsville, you know, she's not bothered by him. She's more bothered about getting the bag, getting the money. The Nine of Swords in reverse there. So we've got the Page of Swords in reverse as well there. She's going to cause some problems. She's going to cause some big problems in the media and stuff like that for Harry. she's going to cause some huge problems. Let me put this up a bit. That's a bit better. Thanks, Sue. So yeah, they ain't good. I want to look into this whole Fergie stuff if you guys want to. I know there's loads of other stuff going on at the minute, and there's like potentially like, you know, what's happening? You've got the fallout from what's happened in America with the assassination of that young lad. You've got Starmer over here doing stuff about digital ID, which is nice of him, isn't it? And what else have we got going on? And we've got, yeah, there's like loads of stuff happening. Hi, Sangeeta. Hi, Lottie. Tracy. Wendy. Hello, people. Hello. Do you want me to do, where do you want me to go? Do you want me to do politics or do you want me to do Fergie? Not the best proposition. But we're gonna have a look at Fergie in that, but I can go where we want. Fergie is a distraction. You don't trust the digital. Oh, please, no politics. Okay. It wouldn't be American politics. It would be probably Keir Starmer, to be honest with you. And the digital ID, just see what's happening with that. But apart from that. Okay. You want me to look in Fergie? Might hit some politics, you never know. Turns up in the cards. She's got so many links, so like do Fergie like so many others have done. I think I'm not sure what you meant, but I'm taking it to meaning not tarot readers. I'll make you think here. Make you think yeah. I shall do Fergie. We will have a look at the digital ID. We'll do Fergs first, and then we're going to look at Starmer and the digital ID. But we're not looking at, that's the only politics we're looking at, just Keir Starmer. So let's have a look at Fergie. Fergie is a Libra. We're actually in Libra season now. Your pressure can't take any Starmer. I know, it's horrible, but never mind. Yeah, so she's a Libra, so she'd come out as the Queen of Swords, or she'd come out as the Justice card, which is ironic. What about the Richard Egan article? I haven't read it all yet, to be honest, Jen. But I will have a look. But I tend to agree with him. I feel like Fergie and Andrew are a little bit similar. And please don't kick off at me with this, to Harry and Meghan. Okay? Well, basically, you've got two dumb gingers and an entitled narcissist both got married twice. All of that. And just because one of the gingers was in the royal family and the other ginger was, you know what I mean? So that's the connection. So you've got two dumb gingers, two entitled narcissists, because that's basically what Prince Andrew is. I feel like for the longest time, I feel like we are, just because we're monarchists or just because we like the royal family, that there's an element of the royal commentary community, shall we say, that are like, oh no, Prince Andrew must stay in Royal Lodge, he must do this, he must do that, he must do all that. And I think there's an element of like how Harry and Meghan work there, meaning that I believe that there are some people who are maybe they're commentators or content creators, I don't know, but I feel like they get some information or some backhanders or something from the House of York or somebody affiliated with them, and that proximity to royalty makes people like go, oh yes, I feel very important and all of this kind of stuff. And I feel like we have been getting as a community where we should, in my mind, we should be very critical of people like Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson and all of that kind of stuff. I feel like we've been like if you criticize them, you get called like a sugar or something, and it's just like how not. It's just basically it's just not. It's the same if you're slightly critical of the Markles, as in Meghan's father, etc. They get called, and it's just like, but like you can have more than one set of like not everybody in the stories. Yeah. So yeah. Sorry. I'm just like chatting away to myself. Anyway, look at Fergie. I'll stop giving an opinion. Yeah, as well. Like you've got to realize, like this year, I have found out just how naff the press are. Like how naff they are. Just like they're just so. They've all got agendas and narratives and everything. They just don't report the news. They want things to shape public discussion in a certain way, and it's just mind blowing. Let me just have a look at let's have a look at Fergie. Here we go. Oh, we have got the Empress in the upright. Or do we? Yeah, we do. Okay. And we've got the Five of Swords in reverse. Just what you don't want to hear. And then you've got the Nine of Wands. Okay. So here we've got the Empress stuff. The Empress is the mother. So we're either going to hear some stuff about Fergie's mother. I don't know what their relationship was like. I know there's quite a few rumors and stuff about family relations and stuff like that, which is quite interesting. But there is a mother issue there. So Fergie is either going to really kind of like come back and be like, you know, my children, la 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 la, or she's going to try and paint herself in a matriarchal role that way, or she's going to try and link herself in to powerful women. So that could be the memory of Queen Elizabeth, and that could be her own mother there. But there's a mother energy there, and she wants to capitalize on it. Problem is, though, the Five of Swords is crossing over in reverse. Well, no, it's not a problem for us, but it's definitely going to be some concern for Fergie. Is the details again. A lot of these people talk a lot of game and they talk a lot of schmack, but they don't bring anything through. And then we have the Knave of Wands. Which one's the youngest daughter? Because they're both Leo. Which one is it? Eugenie's the youngest, or Beatrice? Eugenie.
I think so.
Yeah. There's something with Eugenie. And there's something with Beatrice leaving the situation as well. Okay. Oh, she's really stuck. She's wanting money. They're going to get pensioned off somewhere. They're going to get they are going to get pensioned off somewhere. Probably like, I don't know, somewhere in the Caribbean or something. They're just going to get, they're going to get like, you know, go and live on, I don't know, St. Lucia or somewhere nice, somewhere gorgeous that they don't deserve. But yeah, we've got the Hermit there, so I don't know if she's trying to get in with Harry, or maybe she's trying to get some good advice from somebody. But they're that pig-headed and vain, I feel like, just like the Markles, that they won't take any advice from anyone. It's very similar. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's so similar. The only difference is I feel like Prince Andrew has something on the royals that is almost like blackmailing them. I know that sounds really weird, allegedly, whatever, before I get like a load of people on my back. But I feel like there's something there. I feel like there's something he's like controlling them with, you know what I mean? Like there's something really like weird. They ain't gonna they're not gonna move on. They're gonna have to, like, to get them out of Royal Lodge. I thought the king was going to do it. The cards looked pretty certain he was going to do it. I think they will eventually get out of Royal Lodge. I mean, not in a, not in a coffin. Like, they will leave before. I think they're going to have to.
If it's in a coffin, Fergie's will be white,
Babe.
What?
I know. Babe. Yeah, she's struck. Yeah, Porty. Now, wouldn't it be interesting, right? Just put this to the side for a minute. Wouldn't it be interesting? Okay, and I know Harry looks like Pembroke and he looks like Hewitt and all of that stuff. But wouldn't it be interesting? Because I feel like Andrew's played the press for years. Wouldn't it be interesting if Andrew encouraged those rumours because it takes the heat off him? I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just really thinking out loud. Yeah, Jennifer, exactly. I think he has something on King Charles and not on Prince William. He might have to wait for King William for the Harkles and Yorks to properly sort it. Yeah, I do think we are going to have to wait till William, because I feel like he does have something on. He has something on the royals, and I feel it's that scandalous, and it's probably something to do. It could well be something to do with either parentage of someone or something, but I feel like it's that scandalous, it ain't going to come out. Which is so annoying, because they like hold things away for like 50 odd years, don't they? Let's have a look at Prince Andrew. I'm going to look at the king as well, see where he is with all of them. Okay, so Prince Andrew's upset. He's really upset. He's upset, guys. Don't be upset that Prince Andrew's upset. And the 8 of Wands is crossing over. He's crying over spilt milk. Oh, he's got a big problem with his brother. Big problem with the king. A big problem as well, accepting the inevitable. He is trying to get some. Does this keep moving? There we go.
It's probably me walking around.
It's probably you walking around.
What?
What, you're shaking the ground with your mighty girth. I think he's going to do something with it. I think he's going to do something with the charities. Right. I know this sounds really weird, but this dude really thought he was like going to be coming back after all of this. Like he thought he had his way back in with the 6 of Wands there. He thought he was coming back. He thought that they could come back. Isn't it amazing? It's like I've said, every time he rears his face, something worse comes out. It's almost like the press are playing whack-a-mole with Prince Andrew and Fergie. So they were just this last week, right? They were at, and it was tasteless. I mean, I didn't even post anything about my community section about it because I was just like, I don't want to be like on YouTube creating like, because there's so much toxicity on the internet at the minute. And I didn't want to put it up there for everyone to like just go rant at, because I know I would have reacted the same. And it was him smiling outside the funeral and laughing with Fergie. And I was just like, you know what? Poor William. Chariot is in reverse. He really doesn't like William. He's got a big problem with William. Okay. He is relying on people's good memories of him. He is going to get chucked out. We've got the 9 of discs in reverse. I feel like there's a lot of stuff. I don't feel like Harry and Meghan, right? I don't feel just like Harry and Meghan are the ones that put nasty puff pieces out about Catherine and William. And I've felt this for a while. We all saw like it's always been there. You can look back even at their wedding in 2011 and what the York sisters wore for that, which is kind of like them trying to be shady. Yeah, William is going to be like, he has a massive problem with William. He's trying to say that he is he's adding extra value. There's the 5 of Wands there. It's a very Markle card. I feel like they have got people who they are influencing, whether it be by them. And this is how some people work, right? Not me, but some people work. So they know someone. It's like the association makes them feel very special, you know? Yeah. And they want to be part of the story as well. So they kind of hold on to this narrative and they don't go away from it. Harry always said he was closer to... I can believe that. But I think we're going to get more stuff about William. I think we're going to get more stuff about Catherine and William. And I feel like it's not just coming from the Markles. I feel like Andrew's got motivation, and in my mind, from what I know, from what I've seen, from some little tidbits I know that I mightn't be able to say right at this moment, I know. Well, you know. Yeah, but they're coming after. They are. Look at Tina Brown. She's all pretending to be anti-Markles, and then boom, she drops that. Just like the card said, she wasn't going to be anti-Markles forever. She's going to be coming in working on something else. Yeah, Prince Andrew sees himself as a war hero. I mean, he is, okay. But Prince Harry kind of is not. Definitely not. Let's have a look at the king in this before we look at Keir Starmer. I'll move these cards out of the way. We're going to have a look at Keir Starmer. Richard Eaton said there was a conspiracy against the Waleses. Yeah, there is. There is. I tell you now, there is. There's a massive conspiracy against the Waleses. And William is at a... I don't want to say William is at a different end of it, but William doesn't play these stupid games. that can you imagine if it got found out that Fergie and Andrew were talking to, maybe via proxy, a bunch of influencers online to make so they would repeat that Andrew shouldn't get chucked out of Royal Lodge, you know? Wouldn't that be a mad thing? And wouldn't the press go to town on that? Just saying. Hey, Trudy, darling. Hello, everyone who's come in to chat. That's the thing. It's the thing. People don't realise the way some people move, I feel. And now, William, don't play like that. There was something what's the gentleman's name? I know some of you won't like him, but Andrew Lowney. And yeah. Hey, I'm Mary from California. Let's see what the King's going to do with all of this. There's been lots of stories about Camilla having issues with Catherine. I hope it's just planting crap. Yeah, that's just a load of crap, that. Yeah, this is they're up against the Sussexes and the Yorks. Do you know what I mean? This is properly like turning into some kind of like Game of Thrones, but kind of like a sitcom version, or a kind of like Game of Thrones, but make it Downton Abbey. You know, it's weird. The book entitled, I haven't got through all of it, but it's a lot. The Lady of Glencoe Wood, good morning. Let's have a look. Show us King Charles. What are you going to do with this man child? Okay, he's run out of patience. So we've got the Hanged Man in reverse, patience, but there's an element as well. He's run out of patience. He's got a short temper about it. But with the Hanged Man in reverse there might be something there that he hasn't learnt the lesson yet. Jeez. We have got the moon crossing over. Okay, I'll come back to that. We have got the High Priestess. And we have got the Emperor in reverse. Something to do with fathers. Big father issues. Big issues there. So it could be the problem there is the king is having problems kind of like, what would be his role? Kind of like figuring out his role and where he stands in the family now. But with the moon crossing over now, Edward. Andrew is Pisces. So is Edward, actually. But Andrew's Pisces. He's on the cusp with Aquarius and Pisces. But with the moon, there's more. There's more here. There's a bigger story. Because we've got the priestess, high priestess above. And the Queen of Cups there. So, they're not only threatening the king, there's something with Camilla, with his brother, and Fergie. So Camilla, then probably they're probably threatening her somehow, or they're trying to manipulate her, and the king knows about it. There are things he wishes he doesn't want to come out. He really doesn't want to come out. But he's losing patience, and I'm wondering if the loss of patience is going to be more in action, because I feel like he just gets so frustrated it just doesn't go anywhere. He kind of like, he just doesn't eat. Oh, sugar. So you've got the King of Pentacles, and then you have got the Two of... So he feels like his biggest problems are Fergie and his second-born son, or the ginger. Boundaries, control. We've got the Tower, and something coming in and out of left field. Somebody wanting to walk away from something is a shock. I think William is deeply kind of committed to everything he's doing, but I sometimes I look at him and I'm like, I know William, I can feel it, you know, he looks like he's carrying something in his heart. Like, he does look like he just wants to walk away sometimes. Or it could be him wanting to walk away, like he may be getting some further bad news about something, and it be life-changing news, and him wanting to walk away from something. But there's something happening. However, though, he does gain back control. He is worried about boundaries and people going over people's boundaries. Though he seems to like, it's weird because I feel like his energy is with, when it comes to William in this, I feel like his energy is like, I'm dealing with it, William, don't worry about it. But William's like, but you're not dealing with it. So the king's probably frustrated, wondering why William's so interested. And William's probably frustrated because he feels like the rest of us that the king isn't doing anything about it. But the king is frustrated at William because, like, he's like, well, I am the king, you know? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at William. How are you doing, William? What we got? We've got the King of Cups in reverse. He is very unhappy with his uncle. Very unhappy. He thinks he's like the worst person. The King of Cups, when it's in reverse, is somebody who's excessive, maladaptive with their emotions, maladaptive with relationships and sexuality and sensitivity. You know, it's somebody who drinks a lot. It's water sign man, and he is a water sign. Prince Andrew. We have the Chariot there moving across. Like, William wants to get on with some stuff. This is also an interesting energy because you have two things involved here. He is really peeved off about Royal Lodge, guys, with this Chariot there. Because the Chariot not only is representative of William because he's Cancerian, but it's also representative of home because of that Cancerian link. And it's also it was also representative of moving forward. So I feel like he has had quite a lot to do and not enough with this. And we have here, we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, he's like, you've got this opportunity, for William, you've got this opportunity to get rid of his annoying uncle. And the Page of Swords underneath. He knows, right, he knows that Andrew plants stories as well as their tradition. The Alchemist is, in this deck, is the Hierophant. So this traditional. It's also linking into Taurus. And there's a lot of Taurus energy around the monarchy. You've got two of the Wales children, Charlotte and Louis. You also have got Zara. You've got all the very dependable people of always or Taurus in the royal family. And for example, you've also got the late Queen Elizabeth was a Taurian as well. So there's that heritage and that dependability. There's also learning. There's also structure. There's also tradition. So William is quite all about that. So he doesn't want to do all the drama. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. He wants them gone. He doesn't want them around him or his family. The Knight of Wands surrounding there. There's might be some pressure from one of the York girls there. Prince of Pentacles in reverse. He's also concerned about his dumb brother. And William's getting some good news. So the Wheel of Fortune is the final card for William. And he will get some good news. Some things good will come from it. The Ace of Wands is good because there's something coming for William. Like there's a new project. There's a new burst of energy. There's something coming that's going to make him look more, make him feel better. Fergie whined about not being invited to William and Catherine's wedding. Well, did she? That's probably why they turned up dressed like God knows what, like some kind of thing from Doctor Who. You know what I mean? Oh, honestly, that is just so vindictive and unnecessarily petty. Like, I don't like this person, so I'm going to dress up really ugly for their wedding. It's just like the only person who looks ugly is you if you do stuff like that.
Well, they're not exactly page 3 models.
Right. Do you want to do? We've got to do some not grown-up stuff, but got to do something non-royal. Oh, we're going to have a look at 2 tier 3 Keir Starmer, and we're going to see about, because he's bringing in this bill thing. So we're going to look at him. It's not politics, it's just him. I know he's a politician, he's the leader of the country, but I'm wanting to know about this energy bill. Keep an eye out for energy. Not energy, what's it called again? It's this new digital ID thingy majiggy. Fergie is a snake, she is. That's a good example of when an air sign woman is just gone. Like, she is like one of a good indication of a malfunctioned Libra, you know. Digital ID. Come on, Keir Starmer, show me. He's a Virgo, because of course he is. Sorry, Virgos in chat. It must be Virgo men. Actually, no, Doris is also a Virgo. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so he's got the Wheel of Fortune there straight away. So something is going to land in his lap. And there's the Empress crossing over. Okay. And there's the Knight of Swords in reverse. Whoever's been planning this, got the 7 of Pentacles underneath. This has been a long time coming. This has been put in by people who've wanted it for a long time. And this is them feeling like they can bring things in. This is the time to harvest their ideas, basically. They think it's going to be great. It's going to be very much like, we need to look after you. There's this whole energy there of like, we need to look after you. So something is happening either geopolitically or politically in this country that is going to enable him more. And it could be something to do with the police. I know there's stuff to do with the people who are like in the dinghies, but this kind of like thing here, this Knight of Swords in reverse there, I mean, that could be overreach from the police or something. So well, you can't reason with this man. He wants his glory back. He wants. I don't think he's ever been popular. I think he might have been popular for about 3 days. But like he's not a popular politician by any stretch of the imagination. Not well liked. He wants some clout back. He wants some appreciation back. The problem is that nobody's the Three of Wands is in reverse. Nobody's wanting to get into bed with him that way. Like, he is going to get more and more separations coming. The Two of Swords there. There's something being weighed up. He is worried that his ego is going to get banned. He is worried about his ego getting damaged by this not going through. Does that sound really odd? And this is the bit, the Judgment card in reverse, guys. This is a big thing. This is like, because the Judgment card is related to Pluto. We're in a Pluto retrograde at the minute, which means change, and there's lots of stuff going on, like changes to global order and perception and things like that. So he is either getting kicked out of office. It's an extreme. It's either happening and we're all getting it, and everyone in the UK has got to have this thing, or he's gone. Or there's something monumental happen and he's gone. He's not going to walk away voluntarily, though. The King of Cups is in reverse. I think he's going to go. Let me just have a look at Andy Burnham, because he's new and he's a Capricorn. I've got to say, if I would a choice between a Virgo, a Capricorn, an Earth sign man, a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus running the country, I'd choose a Capricorn. Andy Burnham. The Nine of Wands. He's going to push through some boundaries. The Six of Wands. He knows this guy's after glory, and he knows that he's going to get accused of coming after glory. The Empress in reverse. See, Starmer's deluded. And the Alchemist is his tradition. And there's the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, he's going to use the unions against him. Eight of Pentacles. He is going to use the unions against him. The Five of Wands, definitely. There's going to be the Sun. Oh, this is the prodigal. He is the prodigal son. Page of Swords is in reverse. 3 of Cups. He's going to oust Starmer eventually. He's really going to try it. Oh, he's almost going to get there, and then this Judgment card comes in. Jeez. Hog Mother, I think you will. I'm not being rude or anything, but I really think you will. I think that's part of a lot of the toing and froing and the almost like, yeah, I think you will. I think that's why Harry's trying to scramble back into the royal family, to be honest. Yeah, Leslie, it is going to. Let me have a look at Burnham and Digital ID, though. Just pull 3 cards. Queen of Swords. Queen of Wands. He's going to get, what's her socks back? Raina. And the 8 of Cups. He's not particularly wanting to do it, to be fair. It's almost like he wants to walk back the idea and walk away from it with the 8 of Cups. But there's going to be a lot of influence on him and to keep it. So guys, it's a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? Exactly, Lottie. Exactly. If you're going to get the digital ID, like on your phone and that, people can just nick it. People can log into it. Like, people are going to have all of your data. And how long before they go, okay, so you've got your ancestry file. Well, you're now obliged to upload your DNA profile to your digital ID. Oh, so you've got your thumb scan on a lock on your phone. Well, you can just incorporate that into your digital ID with this thing. So they've got you. And then the next thing will be, oh, you've got facial recognition to open your phone. That will just, it'll just go on and on and on and on and on.
And part of the argument is this is going to help stop the boats.
Yeah, the argument how I don't know.
I haven't worked that bit out yet. Man just thinks we're stupid and sheep.
He does. As you can see, Mr. Nordy is very happy about it. Yeah, it is the road to hell. Well, to be honest with you, because you have all your HMRC data on there, and you'll have like your national insurance number, which is, I don't know, it's your social security number in the US. So it's the same thing. We just call it something different. So that'll be linked to there. So your income will be linked to there. And our employers pay all of our taxes and stuff for us. So the employer would have some access to that system. I mean, the council, your local jurisdiction will have access. The police will have access to it. Everyone, it's not good. Princess Anne did what? Yeah, I can read on that. Let's have a quick read on Princess Anne.
Get away from all this stuff.
It's even made the usually cheerful Mr. Northern Grumpy. So that's the thing with all that. I know there's so much going on, and there's so many people want like readings into some of the stuff that's happening in America and things like that. But guys, I know it's important, but it's also I was listening to a podcast about what's happened in America, and there was a gentleman on there who was ex-military, and he was saying, look, you've all seen this horrific video, and you do realize this is why like people in the armed forces get PTSD, because they witness things like that. But social media is letting somebody view it and view it and view it again. And it's the same with the stuff that happened, videos from Ukraine or happening in Israel, Gaza, all of those things as well. We're not built for seeing those things. And he said, even like soldiers don't have to watch videos like that. So I am very, like, all of this stuff, it just feels like the news cycle is re-traumatizing and re-traumatizing and re-traumatizing and re-traumatizing people who've seen this really horrific image, and it's taking them back to it all the time. And I was just like, that's not creating a good energy for people, you know? People just want to have a like nice time and talk, you know? So Peter Phillips is getting married, and Princess Anne's blocked the Markles. Let's have a look, Princess Anne.
I should.
Yeah, apparently. This is what the guys are saying in chat.
Good.
I know. So Princess Anne is Leo. If you want a good example of a Leo energy, you've got Princess Anne. If you want a bad example for the Leo energy, you've got Meghan the Markle. So yeah. We all love Princess Anne. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Princess Anne and Harry and Meghan and the wedding. So if we're being honest, you would be seeing like a lot of, I would expect to see in this, the Four of Wands in reverse. I would expect to see the Lovers in reverse, maybe. Nine of Cups there. Yeah, lots of cups because it's an event. Wands because it's an event and happiness and stuff. And maybe like the Lovers, Temperance even. Stuff like that. Let's have a look. The Devil. What we got? We've got the Ten of Wands, a burden lifted. Interesting, that's actually a good card. I think this did happen. And the Four of Cups is in reverse. So, they're not invited, but it's kind of a relief for somebody that they haven't been invited. So that could be William, that could be Peter, that could be anyone, that could be anyone who doesn't want to make it into some kind of like half some Netflix show. Let's see what is above. Two of Pentacles is balance. And we have got the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, basically Eight of Wands in reverse underneath. They said they didn't want any drama. They didn't want anything like that. And with the Two of Pentacles above there. Yeah, they just want happy families, guys. They just want a nice time. It's almost like the energy I'm getting from this reading is like, oh yeah, we're planning a wedding. It's going to be great. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then they get to this list and they're like, oh, them. The Markles. What do we do with them? And then the cards go, get rid of them, you know. Don't invite them. Let's have a look. Oh, the King feels some kind of way about it. We've got Scorpio there. We've got a Libra there. We've got the Two of Swords. That's a nice Two of Swords. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, we've got the Seven of Cups, and this is going to be another to-ing and fro-ing, you know, around the wedding. There's going to be, are they going to come? Aren't they going to come? Well, maybe they will come. Well, maybe they're not invited. Well, maybe that was a puff piece. Or maybe this wasn't. And all of that is going to be a lot of recycled news there. We have got the Two of Swords there. There's some balance. There is some pressure from His Majesty. Now here is the Ace of Pentacles again. When is the wedding? When is the wedding? Do we know? Because the Ace of Pentacles can indicate a pregnancy. Maybe she's wanting to have kids like sooner rather than later, you know? Maybe she's already. Not unless, I'm sure Peter's a Scorpio. Maybe he's going to come out and say something. It mightn't be the King. He's worried about bad luck. They're worried about bad luck in the wedding. I think, yeah. So I think he's gonna April. So it's September now. So I wonder if this time next year we'll be hearing a pregnancy announcement. That might be interesting, eh? Anyway, my guys. Anyway, darlings, I am going to go. I will try and get a video done for you for tomorrow night. And if you've got any suggestions, leave them below. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the readings. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a good rest of your Thursday. Lots of love to you all. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being patient and waiting for me. Hiya, Skooks. Bye, Skooks as well. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much, guys. Lots of love to everyone. Enjoy the rest of your whatever day it is. Thursday. Bye, guys. See everyone. Bye. Bye.